Wow, you came all the way to Japan to see me? Must really be desperate for help against NXT.
Isn't fighting a rebellious mutiny exactly what lifelong best friends are for?
I thought they were more for exchanging birthday cards and the occasional random text. But maybe we could branch out.
Not to mention the fact Mutiny keeps adding top names, so I can't really trust many people in WWE right now.
So you're saying I was your only option? I see how it is.
Best and only option. So what do you think? Will you do it?
You know I'm ride or die with you. Let's do it.
Great. We need to get started right away.
Okay, just hang on a minute. I do have one more match obligation to fulfill here tonight. Then we'll get started.
Okay, and try to win. Because if you lose, I might have second thoughts about this. And then my next best option is this guy named Troy Simpkin, and at that point I might as well just let NXT take over.
Haven't changed a bit. So, this is how #1 draft picks live, huh? Nice.
The tour bus is nice, but more importantly, it's private. We need this space to talk strategy, since who knows who might be listening backstage and feeding information to NXT.
Good point. What about the GMs, though? Can we at least trust them? Adam Pearce was messaging me the other day.
Yeah, Pierce and Aldis are vetted, and they've given us full authority to counter the NXT Mutiny movement. CM Punk will be helping us too once he's healthy, but for now, it's just us, so we need to figure out our first move.
Whenever I was in a tough situation like this, wrestling for the competition, I learned the best path forward is to focus on doing what I do best. Which, in my case, is being... scheming and calculated.
Well, since you just basically dropped everything to come in here and help me, It's only fair you take the lead on this. What do you think we should do?
NXT is going to be ready for you to strike back, but they don't know I'm on board yet. We can use that as a tactical advantage.
How so?
We're going to hustle them, embarrass them, and when it's all over, walk out with their precious intergender NXT Unity Tag titles.
Is there any room for cosplay in that plan of yours? No? Okay. Then how are we going to pull this off?
I know a guy who can get me into the Performance Center.
First things first, you're going to explain just how the hell you got in here. The Performance Center is official NXT Mutiny territory now.
Chase got us in, right?
That's right. I'm Chase. Used to train here a few years back. Still think I got a raw deal. Before that, I was a popular minor league mascot named Ribby. Ring a bell?
I have no idea what you're talking about. So you just walked right in? I don't get it.
Well, I still had my old badge. Plus, it helped that I kept in touch with Todd, the security guard. Good guy.
Freaking Todd! This really is his last strike. Anyway, I'll deal with him later. Why exactly are you here?
We're here to show Mutiny just how great me and Chase are. If you want to take down Raw and SmackDown, you need to sign us.
Is Shawn Michaels still here? What about Corey Klein? I'd like to give them a piece of my mind. They really missed the boat on old Chase.
None of them are here. You're dealing with me, okay? NXT Mutiny signed me to be their top producer, and I can't have outsiders showing up unannounced on my watch. My bosses would not approve.
I told you this was a bad idea, Chase. Let's just go to SmackDown or Raw, where they recognize real talent. Their GMs have been blowing up my phone nonstop.
Wait, they have? You know, it just so happens that the NXT Unity Tag Team Champions are training here today and need some opponents. So if you two think you're Mutiny material, go prove it.
You won't regret this.
Just remember, if this works out, who gave you the big break. Now excuse me. I need to go fire Todd. I'm happy you two came in today. Lexus and JC were just telling me they wanted some real competition, but I guess you'll have to do. Kidding! Let's see what those Raw and SmackDown GMs were so interested in. Oh look! It's the dynamic duo of disappointment! Have you thought about tagging out permanently?
There's the tag.
Too bad we're not recording this match. It's worthy of 6 stars. Kidding. 0.6, maybe.
There's the tag.
Are you two auditioning to be wrestlers? Or are you going for more of a second stage improv comedy vibe? Lexi, JC, I'm sorry. They said they were good.
There's the tag. One, two,
JC, do you know if Mutiny offers a 401k? I forgot to ask in my interview. Chase, maybe you should chase after a new career. I got a million of them.
2. That's 3. Bring it down.
We weren't ready for that match, Troy, but I promised the outcome would be different with more time to prepare.
Speak for yourself. I was fully prepared.
I'll handle this, Chase. So, what do you think about a rematch, Troy?
I think it's cute you think another match would turn out any differently. But you've given me a great idea. If you want a rematch so bad, why not do it on NXT? So the entire world can see your big debut and how talented you are.
Thank you. I accept your offer of a rematch on NXT.
Perfect. The Unity champions are gonna look great. And Bailey, KO, and all my new bosses here at Mutiny are gonna love it. Thanks for doing me this huge favor.
Anytime.
And this is definitely not the pairing we were expecting.
I had heard that the #1 draft pick and their partner here tonight were tight, but I didn't expect indie wrestler Chase to be pushed aside.
I don't know who's more surprised, us or Lexis King and JC Jane. They planned for a cakewalk and instead got a match against one of the best WWE has to offer and their debuting partner.
Let's see what else the challengers have up their sleeves as they battle for the Unity Tag titles.
Guys, the champs will have their hands full tonight in this title defense.
And if they're not careful, it could very likely be their last title defense, if you know what I mean.
The following contest is a intergender tag team match and is for the NXT Unity Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, the Technician Pedro S. Sanchez and the Superstar
you see what's at stake. The NXT Unity Tag Team titles. How much might a surprise change like this affect the Unity Champs game plan?
A heck of a lot. Everybody in the arena expected an indie wrestler named Chase, and instead, we have the WWE debut of a formidable partner for the #1 draft pick.
Well, not to mention, it was a very sneaky and shrewd strategy to pull this switch on Mutiny. King and Jane have got to adjust on the fly while already in the thick of things.
And now propped up in the corner. He's able to counter that. Standing drop kick.
Great ups.
Oh, God. That looked devastating. Tossed by the neck.
Manages to slip out of the way.
Uppercut.
That'll cost some teeth. From behind, snap German suplex.
Suplex. And JC is taking on a lot of offense now.
Yeah, JC's being completely neutralized.
Able to reach her partner in time and get the tag. There it is. Reversal. Standing drop kick.
Great ups.
Waistlock, no!
Belly to belly.
My goodness.
Look at this. Boom. Nice. What a counter by Lexus.
And that might be the start of the momentum swing he needed.
Time now for Lexus to get his energy up and claw back into the fight.
Endless knee strikes.
The champ just striking at will. Merciless display towards the challenger.
Pulling him in for the breaker.
Right into the lower back.
Oh. All on the apron, lifting it up into the ring. Bam! Suplex. That's the kind of power that can shift the balance in this title match.
Dropped with a suplex. No way! Suicide dive to the outside.
Cole does it better.
Throwing all caution to the wind and leaping to the outside.
And he has an answer for King. All on the apron, lifting it up into the ring. Bam! Suplex. You have to be in peak physical condition to pull off a...
Locking up here. Oh, poke to the eyes.
That seems to have really gotten him. He could have an eye injury.
Nonetheless, the match continues.
JC eats a clothesline.
But Lexus King with the belt shot.
And the referee never saw it.
The champions are going to retain.
Wait, foot on the ropes.
Is that the wrestler Chase who is supposed to compete tonight?
Credit to the challengers for throwing NXT off their game.
Hold on, spear on JC Jane.
Looks like his eye's okay.
Or at least okay enough.
Setting up for some kind of double team move.
And down onto JC Jane with the cover.
That'll do it. We officially have new Unity Tag Team Champions. champions.
We just witnessed amazing teamwork from these two, and it paid off with not only a title win, but a major victory in the war against Mutiny.
And don't forget the assist from Chase.
Mutiny shocked the world with their invasion a couple weeks ago, but now, taking their Unity tag titles that they held in such high regard is a shot across NXT's bow.
I have a feeling this is only the beginning between these two sides.
I saw what you did by pulling a fast one on NXT and winning their Unity championships. Clever.
Thanks. I don't think you've been introduced to the newest team member in our fight against Mutiny. We've known each other since we were kids.
I know all about you. Welcome to WWE. But I do have to remind both of you, I've decided to remain neutral in this whole issue with NXT. I'm too close to it, so this isn't our fight. And besides, when it comes to competition, it's not just a catchphrase. It really is what's best for business.
We understand your stance, but we don't have to agree with it. We're going to do everything we can to stop Mutiny.
And if that happens, great. But if Mutiny comes out on top, then we'll pivot in that direction. It's what we do in WWE. We're constantly reacting and evolving. It's how we succeed. So like I said, good luck. But I can't support one side or the other until this is all over.
Welcome back, Punk.
Looks like I missed out on all the fun. That was impressive how you tricked them into defending their Unity titles. And then walked away with them, too. Well done.
Thanks. I guess that producer Troy was fired by Mutiny for his screw-up and is now groveling to get his job back with us. Good luck with that.
I have to admit, I'm a little jealous. You got your hands on the Unity champions after what they did to me. But I'll get my shot sooner than later.
I know you will. Which leads us to our next move. We've spoken to the GMs, and we think the best strategy is to divide and conquer between Raw and SmackDown.
At least Aldous and Pierce have our backs, unlike old Triple H. Convenient how he continues to sit on the sidelines, isn't it?
Yeah, it is convenient. I can't believe he's still staying neutral. Makes you wonder if there's something else going on there.
In any event, if we split up, we'll have coverage on both brands to fight off any Mutiny attacks. I'll be headed to SmackDown.
And I'll be focusing on Raw. What about you, Punk?
I think it makes sense for me to float between both brands to help keep an eye on things. There's a lot of top names jumping ship, and I'd like to use my influence to put an end to that.
Sounds like a solid plan. Which brand should we focus on first?
Hey, it's good to see you. Have you got a minute?
For you or for that taco bar? Because a certain #1 draft pick is about to go to town on a chimichanga.
Please tell me you're joking. I hate to admit it, but Punk was right. Mutiny is becoming a huge problem.
We need 3 masterminds like you, your partner, and Punk to keep us one step ahead of those guys.
My partner is more of the brain, but she's over on SmackDown. Punk is kind of the heart. I'm more of the appendix. No one's positive what I do, but it's probably important.
Great. Mutiny's amassing more members every day, and our greatest hope is a vestigial organ.
Relax. Mutiny? They're a joke. They shouldn't be wearing those silly shirts. They should be wearing clown noses.
A joke? They have some heavy hitters over there, like most of the Judgment Day for starters. Damian Priest, Finn Balor, JD McDonough. Dominic Mysterio's still on the fence, but Priest is pushing hard for him to join.
Damian Priest is a clown.
You want to go tell him that?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, treating them like the threat they think they are is the wrong move. Show everyone they're just clowns in a one wrestling ring circus. That's how we break them.
So, are you saying you want a match with Priest? Because I'm sure he'd be willing to show up for a fight.
Eventually, but not yet. Let's make JD McDonough look like a clown first. That shouldn't be hard.
I'll set it up.
Oh, one more thing. Who controls the music and trons around here?
It's JD McDonough, but with some new music.
The following contest is scheduled for
Despite the unexpected soundtrack to start things off, it's time for these superstars to tune out the distractions and focus on the battle at hand.
We'll see if these two can shift gears from the pre-match antics to the real action here in the ring.
Laughing last and laughing loudest are two very different things.
From behind! What a German suplex.
Takedown. Oh, helicopter spin.
This is ridiculous. This is insulting.
This is entertaining. Disgusting behavior. There was no respect shown there.
Look at this. Vicious backbreaker.
Look at this. Boom. Nice. And that will begin to test McDonough's composure.
Nothing new for him here. He's faced worse.
Suplex! These are big power moves becoming more devastating with every attempt.
Uh-oh.
McDonough wasting no motion on the counter.
Dodge is out of the way.
What a clothesline! Ouch!
Leaning on the turnbuckle here.
Standing drop kick.
Great ups. He'll take things into the ring.
Good grief! That's a chop that'll wake you up.
All on the apron, lifting it up into the ring.
Bam! Suplex.
Being able to pull that off, no one is going to question if you skipped going to the gym today.
Capitalizing on JD's mistake.
Incredible dragon suplex. Can he do it? And the referee stops the count before 2.
A truly impressive kick out this late.
Bang! He finds a counter. What a counter! Beautiful suplex. He's got to mind the count-out rules as he heads ringside and enters back into the ring. And JD gets that turn back on him.
Getting him right into the corner.
Uh-oh. In position. Look out. Here it comes. Shotgun drop kick.
Oh, big mistake, and that error could be costly.
Suplex.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. Here's the pin. Oh, look at this. Reverses the leverage. Big kick out.
Close call. That was almost lights out.
Nice takedown. And that core area really getting lit up.
My goodness, did you hear that chop? Oh, God.
From behind.
German suplex. Oh, drop right across the neck.
He's got him down. This could be it.
Only a 1 count before the kick out.
He couldn't make much of that pin attempt.
Waistlock, no. Belly to belly. My goodness. Producing consecutive attacks. This is frightening strength here.
Great reaction from JD.
Springboard, but nobody home. Go behind. German suplex.
9.
Overhead with the German.
McDonough lacking that surge of energy right now.
JD's got to find his spot and take advantage.
Any one of these attacks could cause irreparable damage, but I don't think you can come back from this many.
He has a hold of JD.
Pedigree! Is that all she wrote for McDonough? The cover!
Oh, he got him on a win!
Here is your winner, the Technician, Pedro Sanchez.
This prankster has turned fun and games into a winning strategy.
He played the Joker and ended up taking the whole pot. JD just couldn't juggle his way out of this jester's jest.